Hey, pilots! Welcome to another exciting episode of War Robots Domination, a series of helpful gameplay tutorials designed to help highlight the tactics and strategies that I use to help tip the scales in my favorite game, War Robots. Each episode will feature a handful of battles along with helpful commentary that'll provide insight as to what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. I'm your host, Gotchere Beacons, and I've been playing this awesome game for a few years now, and I've learned a few tricks along the way that I'd love to share with y'all. You'll notice that although my hangar is fairly basic and at lower levels, I've been able to climb it up to Expert League, so I believe that you'll find my tactics will help you do more with less, which can be very helpful with today's economy in the game. I should also mention that this is my second account, so don't let my career profile stats fool you. This is actually my baby account, but it sends a great message to pilots who feel they need to chase the current meta in order to be competitive in battle, because you don't. Wise gameplay can usually overcome any fancy gimmick. A death button is a great example. It can still melt just about any build, and its heritage stems all the way back to near the beginning of the game. It's all about knowing when to use it and how to use it. So, without further ado, I invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy today's episodes while I walk you through my gameplay tactics and share with you my mindset in battle. I hope you find it entertaining, helpful, and fun to watch. I think you will. I'm going to call this battle Beacons Beats Damage. Enjoy my friends in the background and status as they play their awesome song Woodish. So this is the new recruits, and I even got a new guy on the new recruits. This is a little blitz that I picked up. He's not quite got the build on it that I want him to have. Eventually, I'd love to have him have 3 marquees and a halo. But, you got to start somewhere, right? So I got a marquee and, I don't know, a couple other things. I got a couple of those wasps on him, and I believe it's actually a pinata. So anyway, I'm calling this Beacons Beats Damage, and I preach this all the time for domination. It is about getting the beacons first, worrying about damage later. This battle here, I tell you what, it's gonna really put an exclamation point on that one, because the red team, they're really beating us up bad on damage. They got a lot of high power bots. A lot of these, look at this Pantheon bot just blew me away. I'm taking, that was the Blitz. This is, Jumpstart. He's an Orkin Pinata Inquisitor. I gotta go back and turn that blue. This is not about getting these guys, taking these guys down. It's about getting my beacon back. I only focus on beacons when I'm playing domination. Beacon Rush is a completely different critter. I am focusing on beacons, but it's to get closer to their home spawn area. On domination, it is about getting beacons, but for a completely different reason. This is about just holding them as long as you can. When the beacon bar counts down to 0, you got this one. You can try to mech them out, but meching out a team, especially in the Masters and Champions League, is really, really hard, because there's so many high-level bots out there. And I've got, level 6 bots. I am not going to overpower anyone. And trying to win a game by overpowering them, well, that's a game you'll never win, because there's always going to be a bigger fish out there. So, what do? On domination, you care less about the damage. You go after beacons. Here's what I'm doing. See, we're down 2 beacons to 3, but we're gonna get back up with 1. And look what I'm doing. You already know what I'm doing. I'm going after that beacon. Why? Because the more beacons we have, the better chance we have of winning. This is domination, guys. Get the beacons. Don't worry about the damage. Damage will come. Look at that. They're all coming at me right now. Look at us. 5 beacons to none. Because they're so focused on getting me and my damage, guess what? Now we have a 5-1 beacon advantage. The game is over. Yes, they're going to get that one back. But by not only having a high beacon advantage for a second or two there, it also brought all those reds out of place. This is all about misdirection and getting them out of position and getting the beacons. Getting the beacons will manipulate the field. It'll pull the reds in the direction you want them to go. And it'll beat the damage each and every time. Stick around to the end. You're going to see that. Watch what we see here, guys. I didn't get a lot of damage. I guess I got second on way down the list there. But not one of our pilots is over 800,000. And we had a couple, we actually did not bad, but it was the beacons, as you all know, that won that one. The Reds, they got much higher damage, a lot more kills. One guy broke a milli, one guy almost got 1 million. They definitely outpowered us, but they lost the game. So I hope you see how that works here, guys. If you see your name, thanks for the game. Peace out. I'm gonna call this battle Fight to the Finish, and boy is it ever! Get your popcorn, get comfortable, here we go! Enjoy my friends in the background and status as they play their awesome song War. Perfect for this battle, oh my gosh! Alright, so this is Power Plant. I got the old guard in here. That is Frick. He's my Death Button Raven. He does the double jump over to the one beacon, and then depending on where you spawn on Power Plant, there's a couple of ways, formations, positioning that you might want to take. I try to go over there and kind of try to actually grab this beacon, which is kind of like their home beacon. And if you can get it, it's kind of a cool thing to do. But now I see that they're doing the same thing to us. They've gone back around that side and they've grabbed our home beacon. You know, it's hard when you're not playing, in comms and doing what everyone wants to do. This is still just trying to figure out what everyone ought to be doing. Here, watch this. This is why I love Frick. Look at that. That guy goes, where did this guy come from? Boom! You're done. If you guys don't know what the power of a Raven, that's what it is. That's why I got Frick. Man, he is absolutely something else. And then I grab this beacon back. I mean, see what I can do now. If that was not a, look at that. If that was not an Ares, that would have been another dead guy. Frick was on a roll. But this is Frack. He is my Russian Death Button Raven. 500 meters, little higher DPS. Got to go after that Ares. Payback. Boom! There you go. And now I'm going to keep going. Now, Frack, again, Russian Death Buttons don't have as much impact, as a Death Button. Because it's a 500 meters, they launch fewer rockets, but they have a bigger range. So it's like a trade-off. You can do watch this. I can get this guy from a distance. He still got me though because he had a 600 meter weapon. But because I was moving away from him, he didn't do as much damage to Frack. And I can still go after it. Didn't want to get too close to that invader there. They're pretty nasty. Watch what I'm gonna do here. Watch. And see how that Aojun is coming in? I'm gonna go right past him. Grab this beacon. This is Domination. You know what I'm doing, right? I'm all after beacons. I am not after damage. I'm after beacons. I need to get rid of that threat there, and I didn't quite get him. So now I'm taking him buzzkill. He buzzes, then he kills you. And again, I've talked about this before on Beacon Rush. You're going after beacons. I've always got my eye on the beacon bar and what beacons are capped and where I need to go, and try to go to the least guarded one and go after it. Anywhere you can get the beacon is where you go after. Or if they're crowded in there, figure out the path of least resistance. Now my guy's going in there. He's going to grab that one, I think. Yeah, we got it turn blue, and Buzzkill gave his life for that one. Now I'm taking out Reaper. He is my Avenger Bulwark. He's got the nice Aegis shield and physical shield that I can toggle back and forth on. Now, if you got a Bulwark, the smartest thing to do is always walk around without his Aegis shield going. So you got your physical shield up. As soon as you feel some kinetics coming at you, go ahead and turn it back on. And as soon as it goes away, turn it back off. And always have that shield charged and ready to go. You can always toggle it quickly if you start feeling some kinetic coming down on you. But always try to run with it out if you don't need to. I knew I was gonna go after the guy, so I had it on and ready to go. He's gonna try to get me. He just knew he was beaten. So again, I'm keeping him blue. I've grabbed this one a couple times now. I gotta get it, but now I'm gonna try to go back over there. I couldn't tell how many reds are over there. I thought it might be a fairly good way to go get him, but what happened was a whole bunch jumped up at once here. It's like, where'd y'all come from? But they did, and they rushed up, and there goes Reaper. So now I got my last bot. This is Major Pain, my beautiful Zeus Fury. God, I love this guy. Now, he is not a runner. He's more of a general. I usually open up with, a support bot like this. But the power plant, it's not a really good place for a support bot. So this is kind of this is like my last out, But we're down to 3, they're down to 3. This has been one grueling brawl. But what do you do, guys? You fight to the finish. This is not over until we say it's over. They've pretty much been doing better than us for most of the battle on the beacon bar. But we're starting to get back, and you never give up. You fight to the finish every single time. Even if you gotta use your lumbering elephant as your beacon runner. And that's exactly what the general's doing. He's running to cap right now. And by capping this one, that's going to give us a 4-1 beacon advantage. And you know it's over now. Now, they only have 2. We're probably going to win this one out of meching them out. But you don't know for sure. And that guy's shooting at me, trying to get me out. But guess what? I got your beacons. 18 seconds left. We counted down the beacon bar. And that was an ice cream victory at the end there, guys. Woo! What a fight to the finish, man. So we've got experts and masters on both sides. Good, strong pilots. There was a diamond on my side too. So, but hey, look at that battle. Did you see that battle? Did that look easy? Heck no. But man, we fought to the finish and we got the green banner. Great pilots on both sides. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you see your name, thanks for the game. Peace out. I'm going to call this battle Knucklesandwich, and you'll definitely see why as we go along. It is this week's Beacon Rush battle. And enjoy my friends in the background and status as they play their awesome song, November. So, Beacon Rush, you know how I go. There's only one way to do Beacon Rush. No generals, no camping. You're going to go in, and you're going to take it. You got to go in for the neutral beacon first. You see what I did? I don't care about the side beacon. I don't care about the back beacon. What we're trying to do is gain ground. I know my mates are going to get those ones, but we needed to grab that center one right away. And now it's a matter of maintaining it. They've got a wave coming, and you know it. So, because they know they need to get it too. So you got to maintain. So I rushed right back up and helped maintain that center. And now, if we can, we're going to press them. Now, this is how you do Beacon Rush. And it's a big knuckle sandwich. That's exactly what this is. You are going in and you're punching them right in the nose, and you are not letting up. This is how Beacon Rush goes, guys. It is not about pacing and posturing, because it's a fast-paced battle. Sitting back and camping and waiting for them to sneak out, 3 and hold, don't work on Beacon Rush. It just doesn't work that way. It just doesn't, and you got to get that through your head. If you're going to play Beacon Rush, you got to go in with high DPS. You got to go in high aggressiveness. That is exactly how you play Beacon Rush. So that's how it works, guys. So I got my high DPS builds in here. I got my Percy, this is a Flash, my Gus Halo Pursuer. I opened up with Frick. He's my Death Button Raven. I'm going to go up here. I'm going to punch this guy in the nose. I'm going to give him a knuckle sandwich right now. I'm going to die doing it. It doesn't matter, because we are slowly going to mech them out too. Hey, don't trust me. We're doing some damage, but we're taking some damage, but we're doing damage too. There's a guy going to a covert mission. I'm going to keep an eye on him. Over to my right back there, he's going to go back. He thinks he's going to do it, but nope, my guy's on him. And that's what you do. You kind of keep the pressure on the forefront, and don't let him sneak around behind. But you don't sit back and you don't go sit in the back. You keep pressing right toward the front lines always, and then you go back. Now, the Yamantau is a big map, and I don't think I've done a Beacon Rush on Yamantau yet, so this is going to be a little bit different. It's great when you can all be pressing at the same time. Yamantau is so big, it's hard to do a press for their neutral beacon. So you got 2 back here, one to my right, one to my left. The one back to my right is where they're spawning from, and obviously the one to the left, they do that too. So it's hard to get to either one really well. But you're still, good try there, guy. I got you. And I got this one. I don't care what you are. This is Buzzkill. He buzzes and he kills you. He ain't afraid of no one. This guy's an assassin. Someone said, hey, do you like your mender? You gonna go around and mend people? Like, are you kidding me? Buzzkill? Yeah, he mends other people. Maybe. He's a death button on steroids. I tell you what. But anyway, yeah. So this is what you do on Beacon Rush. You're basically pressing the entire time if you can. Don't sit back, don't camp. You're always going at him. It's a very aggressive gameplay, but it works every time, because what you're doing is you're not giving them time to think. You can't give them time to breathe, and you are slowly. You might mech out, but you probably won't, because you're putting just as much pressure on them as they are on you. And it's not a long, drawn-out battle. This one actually is probably one of the longest Beacon Rushes I've ever actually played. This is Reaper, and he doesn't even get a chance to go in. The game is over. Lots of good pilots on both sides. Look at the #1 pilot here, Knucklesandwich. I saw that name and said, yep, That's exactly what Beacon Rush is all about. I'm going to title this battle Knuckle Sandwich. Great one. So, but there's definitely good pilots on both sides. A lot of brawlers. A lot of people brought it. Masters and experts on both sides. No slouches on either side. But that's exactly how you approach Beacon Rush, guys. It's a big old knuckle sandwich. Make sure you take it to them every time, guys, and you'll have a lot more wins than losses. If you see your name, thanks for the game. Peace out. Well, friends, that just about wraps it up for another episode. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed what you saw and are able to take something you learned and use it in battle. I add content to my YouTube channel almost daily, so please stop by when you're able and check out the fresh new material. Or just click on an old episode and maybe catch another tip that'll help you up your game. If you like what you see, please tap on the red subscription button and then tap the bell to be notified when new episodes are released. It would also be helpful if you could make a comment about the video. Whether it's an example of how the episode helped you, or maybe additional advice to help elaborate on the tactics I shared, or even constructive comments that'll help clarify something I might have missed. It's all good and greatly appreciated. Finally, this game is full of challenges and can create frustration for some who are simply trying to have fun with this awesome game. My goal is to provide you all with helpful information and help reduce the frustration and increase the fun. So, if you feel these videos are helping you, please share them with a friend, someone who you think might benefit from them. Well, that's about it for today, guys. As always, keep them blue out there, and I hope to see you on the battlefield. Make sure you're having fun, though, because if you're not, you're doing it wrong. I love you all for your support. Play well. Peace out.